Alright, hey guys, this is Brian over here at Montez Media, and today, Photoshop. Today I'm going to be showing you the basic introduction of Photoshop here. We're going to be going over some of the interface options and stuff that you can do with it, and just introducing you to the program. So when you start up Photoshop, it'll look like this. There won't be any canvas open. And to get a canvas, you just go to File and New. And there we go. You have all of your presets, like US paper, and then the default Photoshop size. But normally I don't really use any of these. The most thing I normally just work in HD, 1920 by 1080p or bigger, depending on what I'm doing. And then so I just created this preset. You can just do that by typing your width and height there, and make sure in pixels if you're going to do this, and then click Save Preset, and you'll get this pop-up menu just like that, and you click OK. Well, when you open it up, this is what it'll look like basically. On your left side you have all your tools, and on your right side you have layers, and across the top you have options for your tools. So every tool has different options. Alright, like down here I'll show you an option for the brush tool. Brushes work like this. You have size, so that controls your size of your brush. See, gotta brush that size, and then I tone it down, small little brush. That's how brushes work. And you have hardness. And if I have a harder brush, you see the edge of the brush. It's a hard brush versus a hardness of 0 brush. There we go. And then you just have everything in between of that. So there we go. That's how that works. Alright, and then same thing with erasers. They work the same way. Alright, that was not an eraser. This is eraser. Alright, and then you have a whole bunch of other tools that we'll be going into in later tutorials. On the right side you have layers. If you don't know, layers work just like layers sound. This layer is on top of the background layer, and layer 2 is on top of layer 1 here. So anything that's in layer 2 would be above layer 1 in the canvas. So just to show you what I'm talking about, I'm just going to bring in a shape. There's a square here, and then just to show another thing, I'm going to create another square that is red. Alright, see rectangle 2 right here is above rectangle 1, this black rectangle. So if I drag it over it, it's on top of that one. And if I drag rectangle 1 up above it over here in the layers menu, it'll become above that. So that's how layers work. It's pretty easy, simple to understand. And that's pretty much it for this, except for actually up here we have File, where we click New up here, and all these other options. Edit, Image, you have all these other panels and other things you can do with it. Filters, 3D options. We could be going 3D way later from now. View, got the view, which is different, like whatever you want to call it, workstations. And just in case you ever like mess up your whatever it's called, your setup in here. Actually, I can't find it. Whatever, we'll go into that later. And then we have window, which is just these things. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. This is just basically an overview of the interface. This is nothing really in depth at all. In the next tutorial, we'll be going over all these tools right here and what they do and how to use them. Right now, I just wanted to introduce this series that we're about to be having. It's going to be a series actually teaching you how to use Photoshop, not just showing you a certain effect. Because I noticed that a lot of tutorials, they just go over one effect, and then you just have a bunch of people copying that effect. But this is going to be for you, people who actually want to learn and use it effectively. So, stay tuned.